follows an extract from my book Letters from the Broom Cupboard, available from Amazon. Dear reader, 20 minutes can seem an interminably long time, especially when enclosed in a windowless box room which closely resembles a sauna. It can't be officially termed a sauna as a collection of brooms in one corner, a stack of prefabricated shelving leaning against a wall, and a piano positioned against the far wall precludes the room being let for therapeutic purposes. Somebody is missing out on a significant income stream. If only they cleared the room out and placed piles of soft, fluffy towels along the aforementioned prefabricated shelves, once erected, they'd be onto a winner. I suppose it could cause some embarrassment when, in about 20 minutes' time, the next pupil arrives expecting a piano lesson, if they arrive. I've completed what paperwork I can. I've had a run up and down some scales for my own benefit, and the only thing remaining to me to occupy the time and take my mind off the stifling heat is to write to you, dear reader. There's a double-edged irony to this situation. Last year the school was undergoing improvements and there was no heating whatsoever. I was clad in so many layers that, although I'm not as slim as I once was, my form was unrecognisable as human, let alone female. More significantly, 25 years ago I was a student at this very school and I was the errant pupil who had forgotten to attend her piano lesson. Again. I'm suffering from a severe case of poetic justice. On the other hand, 20 minutes can fly by with alarming rapidity. Warm up with a few scales and arpeggios, recap music from the previous lesson, look ahead to new material and techniques, chat about the composer or relevant musical features, then play through the next piece. Before you've got to the double bar line, there's somebody else knocking on the door for their lesson, if I'm lucky. Wherever I'm teaching, no matter how long I've been teaching each pupil, I still always get a bout of nerves before I start and find that I keep nipping to the loo before there's that knock on the door. Maybe this time I'll get found out and suddenly find that I can't teach piano at all. In fact, what is a piano? Even after decades of teaching, it's still the same. How ridiculous. I suppose it's because every lesson is unpredictable and is widely different from the last. I may plan ahead, but there's no guarantee that that's what will actually happen. The other day I was surprised to find that Pinocchio had arrived for his piano lesson. Once I'd remembered that it was World Book Day, I was more prepared to find Cinderella waiting to be seated at the piano later that evening, although the costumes added a new element of chaos. Pinocchio's puppet strings kept getting caught between the piano keys. We did try and pull on them to see if they could direct him to the right notes. We really did, but to no avail. When this failed, I stoically tucked the strings up his sleeves and let nature take its course. This seemed a more professional approach. Surely it's better for a pupil to tie their own fingers in knots than for their tutor to do so for them by means of puppet strings. Gratefully yours. For the full collection of Letters from the Broom Cupboard, available from Amazon in paperback or as an ebook, follow the links in the cards in the description box or find details on my website at sharonbill.com. Thanks for listening.